guys. We got the brand new Bronco behind us. This is our shop truck, and we're going to be putting all of this stuff on that Bronco over the next few days. So go ahead and stay tuned, and you're going to see everything here, from our Baja Kit Prerunner long travel kit to our rear, upper, lower links, king shocks, ADD bumpers, rigid lights, Alcon brakes, all of our communications and comms from PCI, Lowrance. It's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be really cool, and this is going to be a first one-of-a-kind build for the Broncos. So it's a lot. We've got a lot of stuff and a lot of industry firsts here. Geez, where do I begin? Wheels and tires, let's start there. We got method wheels. I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to do this style on one side with this gunmetal, and then we're going to do a different style on the other side. It's going to be black. So both 37-inch BFG tires, KM3s, awesome tire. They're great for mud as well as just driving around town too. So it's the perfect all-around tire, and they're aggressive. 17-inch method wheels. What's going on as far as suspension? Of course, it's going to be our Baja Kits Prerunner front suspension. We got lower control arms. They're 3 inches wider each side, so this is 6 inches wider just at the suspension over a stock Bronco. And then you have the offset of the wheels, which is going to make it even wider on the big tire. So it's going to be a very aggressive stance. It's going to be really, really cool. Sheet metal fabricated lower arms. We got uniballs and all of our stainless hardware. Del rim bushings on the inside, just like our trophy truck stuff. Upper control arms on this kit is going to come with billet arms. This is standard. There's no other option. So you're going to get a bitchin' billet upper control arm. This particular set, I had done a custom king blue. That way it matches the shocks, and it's kind of fun. Something unique here with these axles is they're a custom length to kind of fix something that the Ford Broncos had a challenge with. On the stock Ford Broncos, sometimes the axles have been popping out at full droop, just because the length of the stock axle isn't long enough, and that inner joint pops out at full lock going through bumps. So we've actually made a custom length, not just wider for this kit, it's even a little bit more to make sure that doesn't happen. So these trucks aren't that big, they're kind of small, but we're putting on big tires. These are big, heavy wheels and tires, big package, a lot more weight on the truck. So really excited to see how these Alcons work. If you aren't familiar with Alcon, these are the best of the best. We run these on all of our trophy trucks. Really excited to see how these go on the trucks. King coilovers, standard, we always use Kings. These particular ones have our finned reservoirs and compression adjusters. You see those little red knobs there. Those make it so we can really adjust the compression, make it softer, harder, depending on what kind of terrain we're doing that day, going in the desert or highway driving. We'll finish up the front here with protection. So we got front bumper. All the bumpers on this truck are gonna be ADD, super sleek. They fit right on, they bolt on, and they also take rigid lights. You can see right here, we got 2 different 30-inch light bars. I'm gonna see which one we wanna put on. I haven't quite decided yet. And then we also have pods that go in. Those are bitchin' because they really cover the side views. You can aim them out a little bit, or just turn those on for low light. But having a bumper bar and bumper protection from ADD is gonna be really nice in the desert. Really cool is that they made brackets to make sure you have all the front sensors in. If you got a Bronco that has all the front collision detection, parking sensors, they go right in here, as well as tow hooks. So really cool, excited to get these on. I think they're super sleek and clean looking. We also went with the front skid plate. This is an option right here, also from ADD. This skid is gonna come in handy. The few miles that we have on the Bronco stock, we've definitely tore up the underside of it quite a bit. So this thing's stout, and it'll be really helpful. These are trailing arms. Again, I did these a custom blue. Standard, they're gonna come in silver, raw, or black. I'm not sure what kind of color options we'll be offering for the Broncos, but at the moment, this is a custom color option I did for my truck. One of the biggest advantages of running a trailing arm is, one, it eliminates rubber joints, so your rear end isn't flopping around as you're going in the dirt. We replaced them with a 1-inch uniball, stainless spacers, and then these skids, because these are gonna see a lot of carnage. You can see you bolt these in right here with countersunk bolts, so these will slide right over any rocks you have, and they're super, super stout. King shocks, we've been over these in other videos before, but these pair well with the trailing arms. We also have upper links, those are brand new. You can see this particular set is actually silver, because they're so new, they just came off the machine. So we'll be getting those anodized in blue for my build, but I wanted to make sure that there were at least something in here to show you what they look like. Those are super cool. They're gonna go on the upper and replace the upper links. This is new. This is a prototype we're testing on my truck right now. It's a bolt-on rear bypass shock. So this is a mount. It's going to bolt on to the studs of the king shock, and then this guy bolts on down to the rear end. Right now we have a shock right here, so it's a bypass 2-tube. It's the 2.5 inch that we're going to run on the back, but it's really nice because it adds more control to the back of the truck, and it's all bolt on. Again, super easy. There's no welding, no fab, bolts right on. So these are pretty cool. These also just came off the machine today. We're going to have a logo on here that looks really nice. These are going to go on the rear pivots of the Broncos. You're going to bolt right on, just so if you did slide over a rock, this guy is going to double up the material so you don't bend that sheet metal up. And honestly, another cool feature about it is that they look really, really nice. It just really cleans it up. If you look underneath the Broncos, you see where the trailer arm is mounted. It's kind of a black dull looking. So this is really going to spice it up. It's going to look nice. And honestly, that's why I really wanted to do these. They just really bring out the shine. But they do actually have a function feature where they double up that material. Rear bumpers, again, similar to the front, ADD. They're helping us out with these, and they're bitching. We're gonna put these rear pods, those are from Rigid Lights in the back. That way you have some rear light. You can do those any color you want, whether they're white, you want an amber one for in the dust, so if someone's chasing you, going with a group of guys, or you can just keep them white for a work light. We're just going with clear on the rear lights. That's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole run of everything we're gonna be putting on the truck. And follow the next few days as we put all this stuff on, go run it in the desert and see how it goes.